Skip it up and that up.
So the Game Awards aired on December 3rd, and Metal Gear Solid 5 won Best Action-Adventure Game during the show. The award for the game was actually accepted on behalf of Hideo Kojima by Kiefer Sutherland. He's the guy who actually does the voice of Snake in Metal Gear Solid 5. But oddly enough, Hideo Kojima, the producer of Metal Gear Solid 5, wasn't there. And the reason behind that is super shitty. Now, after Kiefer Sutherland got off the stage, Jeff Keighley, who actually hosts the Game Awards, came up and made an announcement about Hideo Kojima, and this is what he had to say. As you notice, Hideo Kojima is not here with us tonight, and I want to tell you a little bit about that. Mr. Kojima had every intention of being with us tonight, but unfortunately he was informed by a lawyer representing Konami just recently that he would not be allowed to travel to tonight's awards ceremony to accept any awards. He's still under an employment contract, and it's disappointing. It's inconceivable to me that an artist like Hideo would not be allowed to come here and celebrate with his peers and his fellow teammates. Now, I don't always agree with Jeff Keighley, but I gotta give him a huge shout out for making that announcement. If you go watch the video, I'll have a link to it below in the description. You could see he's almost hesitant to make the speech about Kojima and Konami. He's like umming and stuttering a little bit, but he does it anyway, so I gotta give him a lot of credit for that. I'm sure Konami wasn't thrilled that he did that. It almost seems like they told him not to do that. That's why he was hesitant, but he did it anyway, so I give him a lot of credit for doing that. Now, beyond Keighley actually making this announcement and making it public that Konami is full of a bunch of dicks, developers actually reacted on Twitter to what happened to Kojima, and they started talking about Kojima and Konami, and this is what these guys had to say. The founder of Infinity Ward, Vince Zampella, said this on Twitter: "Messed up that Hideo Kojima could not be here. Shame on Konami." Ready at Dawn founder Andrea Pacino, I've talked about him before when the Order 1886 was about to launch, he said a few things. "I am half tempted to grab popcorn and head over to Konami's tweet feed just to enjoy the well-deserved retribution. Only met Mr. Kojima a couple times at parties, but I feel honored to work in an industry he has influenced so deeply for 30 years. Konami has denied they were going to stop making AAA games. My guess is that after this, they could not continue if they wanted to." That's funny, I was thinking the same thing. They are so screwed by this terrible, horrific PR move that they pulled. Cliff Bleszinski, one of the loudest game devs in the industry, voiced his 2 cents on Twitter. Shockingly, this is what he had to say about Hideo Kojima. "Yes, I just started this booing myself in here. The Game Awards. Love you, Kojima. Tell it like it is, Jeff Keighley." And then he writes under that on Twitter, "Fucking lawyers." And last but not least, this is my favorite tweet from Far Cry 4 graphics technical director Sebastian Viard. This is what he had to say on Twitter about Konami and Kojima. "You have become despicable, Konami. Damn. We used to love you when we were kids. Hats off to you, Mr. Kojima. Damn, talk about going for the jugular, huh?" I think it's official. I think what Konami pulled with Hideo Kojima by banning him going to the Game Awards may be the worst PR move I've ever seen any corporation in any industry do ever. Like, if there was a PR 101 book, probably like rule number 1 would be don't fuck over one of your most valuable employees and embarrass him on live TV. I cannot believe that they would, like, what if anything, Konami, okay, you would think just to save face, you would at least pretend everything is okay with Kojima, and you would just let him go and make everything seem hunky-dory. You could ask like a 4-year-old what they should do in a situation like this, and I'm sure most of the 4-year-olds would say, you should let him go to the award show. It's like simple common sense, and you fucked it up. I don't know if Konami could come back from this. He is like the most beloved developer next to like Shigeru Miyamoto of all time. And Konami went, yep, we're just gonna spite him. Fuck Hideo Kojima. Fuck one of the most important people in the games industry. And I'm not even a big fan of the Metal Gear series, but let's face facts, he is. We're just going to spite him and not let him go to a award show where his game that he made is going to win the best action adventure game of 2015. I think Konami, like, they just don't know what they're doing anymore. They're like, we're just too confused. We just want to destroy ourselves. I don't know any, like, people with no business sense whatsoever would not pull a stunt like this. It's unreal. they're like suicidal. I can't picture now, after how much, even like other game developers who usually try to, in most cases, try to like maintain professionalism and don't comment on shit like this, commented and said Konami's despicable, Konami's pieces of shit, fuck Konami, fuck lawyers, all that. They went on Twitter and they raged. They can't. It's over. Konami's done, man. Hopefully the pachinko machines can keep them afloat, because I don't see anything else saving them. When you look at what Konami's doing right now and the piss poor decisions that they're making, it's proof that you have to hire people that are passionate about the product that they work for. The CEO of Konami, the current CEO, Satoshi Sakamoto, has admitted in the past before that he knows fuck all about video games. He's just good with money. Like, he doesn't know anything about video games, so when you hire someone who's not familiar with the product, they're going to probably make dumb fucking decisions. When you hire people that are passionate about the product that they're trying to sell and they're trying to market, then they do good things for that product. A perfect example of that is Phil Spencer. When they got rid of Don Matrick, that fucking turd, when he was running Xbox, they got rid of him and put Spencer in charge. Look at pretty much the 180 that the Xbox division has made with the Xbox One. People thought the Xbox One was unsavable, man. It couldn't be redeemed after all the fuck-ups that Microsoft made with the Kinect and how it was more expensive than the PS4 and how they marketed it more. It looked like it was just like a over-glorified TiVo. Everyone's like, no, they're screwed. Microsoft is screwed. They cannot come back from that. And they pretty much did. Okay, they're still not selling as well as the PS4 did. The Xbox One is not, but it's a hell of a lot more respected, the Xbox One, than it was in 2013. You got to give me that. I mean, he's done a lot for that system, Phil Spencer, because he's truly into his product. He's passionate about gaming. Satoshi Sakamoto is not, and he has admitted it. And look what's happening to Konami. It's so sad to see, man. Konami, I've said this in videos before, I remember being a kid during the NES days, and when you saw the Konami logo on a cartridge or on a PS1 disc or whatever the case may be, you knew it symbolized that it was quality. You trusted the Konami name so much that you were like, you know what, I know this game, I don't even have to go look at a review. I know this game is going to be good because it was developed by Konami and I trust them, and when I see that logo, I know I'm going to be buying a quality product. Those days are gone. Besides Metal Gear, what the fuck else does Konami have? And this is coming from a guy who loves Castlevania, but Lords of Shadow 2? Oh boy, if that's the direction they're going with Castlevania, they don't have anything else. They literally have Metal Gear when it comes to at least console games, and they have those stupid fucking pachinko machines. Konami is a shell of what it was. Even though it's still around, it's still a company, to me it's dead. And all this bullshit that they're doing proves that. This is Rich of Review Tech USA signing out. Have a good one.